So we spend so much time pursuing the things that we don't have that we think we should. We spend so much energy chasing after the life we want. Why is that dangerous? We talked about it yesterday in day one of this advent of the 7 deadly sins and the 7 daily virtues. It's that feeling of being desperate, that desperation for new clients, that craving that car, that wanting more money, wanting those 10k months that other people seem to have effortlessly with ease and grace. Why is that? We're talking about that today. I get it. I'm Dr. Libby. I'm a specialist in why people do what they do. I've got a degree in the neuromechanisms of behaviour, which is where I learned this cool stuff that we can do ourselves in our own home while we're here getting ready for Christmas, getting ready for this amazing year that's about to come, that's going to change our lives. I really feel 2021 is going to be something big. How are we going to make it big for you? I've been fully booked for 5 years. As a coach, I'm very proud of that. I'm here to give you some of the gold that I've learned along the way. So day 2, we're talking about this attitude of gratitude, and this is the opposite of comparisonitis. This is how we slay that dragon. And that comparisonitis, that constantly comparing yourself to others, it's so dangerous, guys. And again, go back and watch yesterday if you haven't seen it already. It's this running after what we don't have, and you're gonna exhaust yourself. You're also going to end up feeling worthless, and you're going to feel really demoralized, and that leads to this sense of dejection of whatever I do is never going to work. And that's a real danger to your business. So let's talk about gratitude. Let's talk about what it does. We need to, there's a really cool experiment that really demonstrated this really well. They took 3 groups of people and they made one of them write letters of gratitude to people that they'd never thanked properly every week for several weeks in a row. What they found was 4 weeks later, that person's brain has significantly changed. Their medial prefrontal cortex had enlarged. That's the bit that's about learning and decision making. That's amazing, just by writing a letter. And the key thing is only 23% of people ever sent that letter. But it was the action of writing, and it was the action of choosing positive emotions, choosing more we words, more positive notations about it, and not focusing on the negative. The other groups, by the way, were made to focus on the negative. They were made to look at things that had upset them, made to look at things that caused resentment and envy. Is this sounding familiar? Is this sometimes what you feel when you're on Facebook scrolling away at all these successful people having their 10k months? Yeah, guess what? If you focus on that, it changes your brain too. They found this out by doing functional MRIs and looking at the blood flow in the brain and looking at what happened. And what's brilliant, guys, is they then went back 4 weeks later and 12 weeks later, and those brains were still changed. That gratitude action had had a lasting effect. So why should we be doing this in business? Well, it's all about having this conscious count your blessings thing. It's about being aware of moving away from these toxic emotions like resentment, like envy, like greed. And there's a way you can do that. I'm going to teach you really quickly. So this is your free coaching for today. You can do this in other ways as well. You can have a gratitude jar where you pop something in every time you notice it. You can do a conscious count your blessings in the morning. I use Hepgeckel. It's a brilliant structure for looking at what you've got that you can focus on right now, and it will change your brain. It doesn't happen immediately, but they found after 3 weeks of gratitude practice, doing daily actions, so that's either a gratitude journal or this Hepgeckel that I'm going to teach you now, your brain will be different. How cool is that? And you can do it all yourself. So Hepgeckel, it's an acronym. It stands for this list of words, and it's a series of questions you ask yourself. And I'm not kidding, I do this every morning as I'm opening my eyes, and I try to do it every night before I'm going to sleep if I'm not too knackered. But it's something to practice. So let's get going. So the H stands for happy. So you ask yourself, what am I happy about today? Or what could I be happy about if I tried? We do, what am I excited about? So what's really buzzing me? What am I going to be excited about next? We do, what am I proud for? So in terms of what you're proud for, that can be something really small. It can be, I'm really proud I didn't put my kids on eBay today because they've driven me up the wall. So you can be proud for the fact you've kept your patience. It doesn't have to be a massive win, but find something that you're really proud of. Then we look at what am I grateful for? And this is something really deep, and that can be something really simple, like the fact that you've got lovely children, or the fact you've got your business growing, or it can be something really, really big, like the fact that you've got these people in your life and no one's died of corona. So find something that you're grateful for, and there's a lot to be grateful for when you start to look. The next D is really a different feel. It's about what energizes you, and this is about touching in with who you are. And who you really are is something I bang on about a lot, because people go into business for lots of reasons, but very rarely do they stop to think, why am I doing this business, this shape? And it's about knowing your own mountain of value, and we'll come on to that as one of the daily virtues that's really important. But what energizes you is so pure and so beautiful. I know I live for coaching my clients. It makes me so happy to see people's lives and business change when they're working with me, and that's something that I'm always going to be energized by, and I will never get bored of it. I've got the best job in the world. I genuinely believe that. And the C is sort of linked into that. It's what am I confident in? And I'm confident I can do that. I'm confident I can help people, and that's for you, I hope the same, whatever your line of business is. The K is what do I know? And sometimes I go through a list of what I know to be true. Other times it's like, what have I learned today? What do I know now that I didn't know this morning? That's a wink, what I know now. And then the final one is love. Who do I love? Who loves me? And that's a lovely way to wrap that gratitude emotion up. And when we do these Hepgeckles regularly, it's amazing the consistency in some of those things and the variation in others. But start doing it, guys, and watch your life begin to shift, because as soon as we give gratitude, as soon as we live with this attitude of gratitude, we move completely away from that comparisonitis that we talked about yesterday that's so dangerous, and you will unshackle yourself from those toxic emotions, because you can't hold both at the same time. So if this has resonated with you and you want to talk further, come and book a discovery call on my website. It's kemkaran.com. I'm on there some days answering straight away, and other days I'm absent for weeks. At the moment we're coming back every day and doing this little calendar for you as 14 days of free coaching. We're on day 2, attitude of gratitude, so see you back here tomorrow for some more gold dust for your life. Thanks for coming, guys.